Hey there, hi there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter and welcome you to the finals of the 80s 2000s Tour Last Chance Tourney for December 2025 at Great Holes. If you win this tournament, you go on to the Tournament of Champions in Augusta starting on Thursday. If you take second place, you do get a chance at a wildcard spot, one of 6 per tour. The 4 tours have 6 wildcards, and the 4 tours, all the monthly winners move on, so that's 72 golfers in total. We have this matchup. We have Fuzzy Seller and Mark McCumber facing each other off. Let's take a look at their brackets. Fuzzy Seller, who ironically died a month ago, is in the final. His first round match was against Bubba Watson, and beating the Augusta native was huge. Bubba won the first hole and couldn't win anything else. Round 2, he got John Fott, who fought the law, but the law won, and that's Fuzzy Seller. And then on Wednesday against Jack Redder, he actually was down by 1 with 2 to play, but won 17 and 18 to win the match. Then on Thursday against the legend Tom Kite, who was in a Simpsons episode, he only gave Kite 1 hole and won everything else. On Friday against Adam Scott in the quarterfinals, Adam Scott looked decent, but Fuzzy kept the foot on the pedal. And yesterday against Payne Stewart, he was down by 2, but roared back and didn't let go. After the 5th hole, well, he was kind of in command on the back 9, so Fuzzy Seller is in the final. Who does he face? He faces a guy nicknamed the Cucumber, Mark McCumber. McCumber took on Kenny Perry on Monday, had a gigantic 5-up lead through 7 holes. It actually got to 16 all tied up. Perry had tied it, but McCumber won 17 and tied 18 to win. So, phew. Then he faced Gil Morgan, who was leading by 1 with 2 to go. McCumber won on 17. They tied 18 to go to the playoff, and McCumber won the second playoff hole. Then on Wednesday against Shigeru Maruyama, they won 3 straight holes to go up by 1 with 2 to play, but McCumber won on 17-18 to win. Thursday against David Frost, it was a close match, but he pulled out the back 9. Frost couldn't do anything on the back 9. Friday against Stephen Ames in the quarterfinals, which Stephen Ames was up by 3 with 7 to, after 7. I was like, yes, we're going to see a Canadian in the semifinals. Not to be. McCumber won 6 holes. Ames had nothing. I'm like, fake. And to make matters worse, McCumber beat the other Canadian, Mike Weir. It was a good back 9 for McCumber. Would have been an all-Canadian semifinal. Well, nevertheless, we have Fuzzy Seller and Mark McCumber. Fuzzy is looking for his second career ASG tournament win, and Mark McCumber is looking for his first. But there is a little bit of caveat, though. McCumber, you see, has had a second place finish. He took second in October to Chris DeMarco. I don't know where it was, but yeah, DeMarco beat McCumber. So McCumber's second place finish automatically gets him into the runner-up tournament. Happy, healthy, and humorous. However, Fuzzy Mark doing his job. So anyway, now there's a situation. Now Fuzzy beats McCumber. Fuzzy's in, McCumber takes second. But McCumber doesn't get a spot in the runner-up tournament because he's already in the runner-up tournament as a second place guy. But it actually helps McCumber. Because if you have 2 second place finishes within a year, you get what they call an X. And you get the benefit of a doubt. We will have 10 gentlemen in this tournament, 6 out of 10 will qualify in the runner-up tournament. But McCumber, if he finishes 7th or 8th, the situation arises, he will still get one of those spots. Of course, you have to win one of the first 3 rounds, he'll be fine. But here's what will happen if McCumber wins. Well, McCumber wins, he gets the trip to Augusta, which means his runner-up spot is actually off the cut, is done. But because McCumber's going through, and since Fuzzy Seller does not have a top 2 finish, Fuzzy didn't win or take second, Seller just jumps into McCumber's spot. So we'll have 10 guys no matter what. Sadly, no Canadians. Boo, hiss. All right, so we're going to play this hole. Fuzzy Seller at Royal Melbourne. First hole. The odds are on Fuzzy winning because, of course, he just died a month ago. In real life. December. Well, want to lose. Fuzzy, second shot over the bunker. What a shot! It's about 30 feet from the hole, but he doesn't hit that bunker on the left side. Now there's McCumber, actually. Next shot over the bunker. It's rolling. It's rolling. For the hole. Fuzzy. Oh, man, he was so close. McCumber needs this par putt. He misses. Fuzzy will tap in. And 1-2 at Muirfield. Got that water. Got it like this hole. Oh my gosh. How did he not hit the water? McCumber. Wide right. He doesn't hit the water. That's actually good. Sploosh. No. Fuzzy. Second shot. Up there over. Into the riverbank. It's not in the water, so that's good news. McCumber. Oh, it's getting in front. Fuzzy needs to get close to the pin, I think. That's really close. For the hole. Oh, we missed by inches. And we're tie. We're going to start off quickly. But McCumber was down. Was it McCumber who was down by 2 early? And then came back to win? No, that was Fuzzy. No, Fuzzy was down by 2 and came back to win. It all over. Fuzzy. Over everything. Okay. McCumber. Fuzzy for the hole. Oh my gosh, he almost aced it. He was within an inch of 8 of holding it out. How? McCumber is a little nervous. He hit the bunker. That was nice hole position. Just had to be Fuzzy almost going out perfecto. Man, this guy is scary good, but he won't be playing on the great holes for the tournament champions. It'll be Augusta for sure. Yeah, we leave Augusta because, you know, it's the benchmark of golf. Give it. Shut up. Up and over. And Fuzzy, can you get on the green in 2? Most people can't. He's only 46 away. McCumber. There's the first 5. Fuzzy. For birdie, 53 feet away. McCumber's down by 2. He has to gamble. For the hole. No. Not in his hand. Where's the cookie? At the belfry. McCumber. Up and over. Nice shot. Birdie. Do the same thing. Take a hole. On the Oakmont. Whoa. Well, that actually is pretty good. Go for the bunker. Fuzzy Silver. That's what everyone says. For par. Cumber. That's good shot. He's probably taking the hole in the 8. I wonder what the angle will be. McCumber. Again. Fuzzy's gonna try to go for it. Oh, that actually works out. McCumber is hoping that the wind direction will help him. Oh, it doesn't. Wow! I don't see a second shot from Shadow Creek do that. Nice wind direction. Fuzzy. It's like, what the hell just happened? Did he just do that? He just did that. For the hole. He could have just birdied and stayed and run the hole anyway. And coming down to play for 2. That's 10 degrees. Fuzzy Seller. Summer. 95. September. Up and over. Up there. Okay. Fuzzy Seller. Up and over. For a birdie. Off by 3. For the hole. I was off by 50, but it will stay close to Fuzzy Seller after 9. I believe by a single hole. Let's take a look at the front 9. Fuzzy won on 1 and 4, McCumber on 8. So only 3 of the 9 holes were won by somebody. On to 10 at Marion. Over and into the spinach, the heavy rough. Fuzzy. At the little bit left. He's in the rough, but he's not in the spinach. Up and over the pitch shot. McCumber. Up and over himself. That's gonna roll the wrong direction for birdie. Terrible. Fuzzy for the hole. Oh my. McCumber needs his putt. Hey, he won't hit it. Fuzzy on 11 at belly button. To the right, McCumber. Nicely done. Okay. Fuzzy.
All right.
Put over. McCumber. Fuzzy up. Fuzzy close. McCumber. Cart. Nope. And McCumber's now down to 1. On to 12 at Bethpage. Up and over. Fuzzy. Hey, it's the bunker. McCumber's got a little bit of an advantage. For the hole. Off by 7. Fuzzy for the par. Nope. McCumber for the hole. On to 13.
All right.
He went right. Oh, unplayable lie.
All right.
They try. Nope, draw. Nearest relief. He's screwed. There's McCumber. Wow. Didn't expect that. They went to the right. Wow, they're both at each other's throats. Yeah, usually, okay, you hit the water. You go right to left to be the perfect angle. For double. Off by 5. Seller for the hook. No, he couldn't finish the job. Take the lead. Pacific Dunes. Down the middle, that looks pretty good to me. Fuzzy. Second shot. Over everything. Thanks. McCumber. For birdie. Fuzzy for the hook. Under 15 will be made. Macumber. Pitch shot. Up it over. And that pin position's at the worst point as possible. You're going to putt from a weird angle. Runner should be able to put his in. Under 16, this hole. Up and over. Macumber. Up and over. Ooh, like that. Birdie. Off by 3. Macumber for the hole. Nice match. This is going to be epic. We know we'll see St. Andrews and Pebble Beach until 17 and 18 automatically, because even if it wins the 17th, they're up by 1, but with 1 to go. Right hand side, Macumber up and over on the second shot, and he will be off to the left. I don't know what his angle will be. Fuzzy. Up and 8. He needs a good pitch shot. Oh, but that's rolling back. That is going to roll back. Eek. He's going to putt and land. Fuzzy for the hole. 40 feet. Yeah, you're not allowed to lag if it's less than 40 feet. Well, he'll get it close. Number misses the shot. Fuzzy has 2 chances. They got to the second shot. And Fuzzy Solar is now 1 hole away from winning this tournament, going to Augusta, a place where he's won and made a racist mark at Tiger Woods. Not to forget about that. So, as of right now, if Fuzzy Solar wins this hole or ties the hole, he goes to Augusta for the year-end tournament. Macumber will be going to the wildcard tournament, as he was almost betrothed to do. But Macumber does have a little bit of an advantage because he can use his benefit of doubt on 18. Oh, the angle looked like it was going wide left, but he made it. 345, Macumber. Uh-oh. If he ain't hit that little area, that was definitely... Macumber has to go gamble. Nice gamble. Nice job. Seller, just stay dry. Oh, thank God for that bunker. That actually would have been... If it would have left, that would have been out. Well, Macumber needs his pitch shot. He's not going to get it. Good attempt. Birdie. So it happened. Game over. And Fuzzy Seller survives Mark Macumber by 1 stroke. By 1 tournament. So Macumber does it again. Another second place finish. But Fuzzy Seller had to work for it, and he beats Macumber narrowly. Let's look at the line score. It wasn't that bad. I mean, 5-4 by the holes. The back 9 saw 6 of the 9 be won by somebody. The front 9 was just probably playing for position for the back 9, and Macumber almost made it. But Seller did not give up the lead. Macumber won a few holes, but tied it on 12, and then tied it on 16, but didn't finish the job. And Fuzzy Seller, catchy. So Fuzzy Seller is your champion. It will now go to Augusta. Mark Macumber will have to play the runner-up tournament. But the good news is for Mr. Macumber is that he, just like Sergio Garcia, will have 2 runner-up finishes. If they don't get in, then they're screwed. All right, so we got to create the tournament. Let's play, of course. Wild card 2025. Oh yeah, we have to draw. We have to get a random.org thing here. Hang on. So it's 1 to 24, 1 to 26 for the alphabet. It can't be a T, can't be an S, can't be a P, right? Or is it RSP? It can't be RSP. It is a S. Can't be. A J. Okay, so do we have any courses that with the letter J? Journey my Earth course. Well, that's what it'll be. It's a random course that we can't have. Now, let's see. Who do we know has had a second place finish? From here. Oh, Stenson? Nope. Fuzzy Siller. Well, he can't be. Andy Bean, I think, has a second place finish. No, he has a win. Burns Choi. There's Choi. Okay, Donald Flesh. Sergio. Yep, that's a second place guy. Casey has had a second place. Yep. Zach Johnson. No. Rose. No. Payne. Tiger. Not even Tiger. Crenshaw. No. I don't think he has a second place finish. Oh, yes, he does. Thank goodness I double checked. Langer, Miles, Rogers. Applebee's. Fancy like Applebee's on a Friday. Crystal Markle's won a tournament, so he's ineligible. Yep, you have to win a tournament. Else, PJ, Bubba, Beam, Sink, Curtis, Rich Beam, Goosen, Immelman, Lyle, Graham, Simpson, Sutton, Ames, Austin. Okay, so Choi, we got Litsky. There he is. Anthony Kim, there he is. I see him. I see him. Phil, yep. Quigley, no. I don't see Quigley. Ain't that cute? The head will probably be down there. Right, Quigley. Joyce Sindelar, is he down here somewhere? There's Sindelar. That makes 9. One more guy, and that was Cucumber. Where are you, Cucumber? There you are. All right, that's your 10. Safe. Now, all right. Okay. So every time someone wins a round, like the leader after the first, second, and third round, that's 3 of the 6 wildcard spots. Anthony Kim, even though that he is the defending tournament champions winner and got guaranteed at least a wildcard tournament, it's not guaranteed he'll be one of the 6 guys for the wildcard. Here we go. Tee off. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the uh, low round. Here we go. And the leader is Sergio. Well, Sergio did not need the second chance thing. He got in by himself. So Sergio Cachi. So Sergio wins. So Sergio Garcia is in the Tournament of Champions. KJ Choi and Anthony Kim both at -5, fighting it up. Casey, Litsky, Mickelson, with Crenshaw, McCumber, Sindelar, and Quigley falling behind. But yeah, Sergio, a great 8 under round. He had 2 runner-up finishes back to back in August and September. Well, he's won. He's in the wild card. Round 2 fight. Yep. My neighbor's car is going off. My apologies. Tee up. Now remember, Sergio can't. Sergio's not in the lead. Anthony Kim is a 765. Anthony Kim, the guy who snuck in. Yep, Anthony Kim, the guy who. Yeah, Anthony Kim, the guy who snuck in. Yeah. So Anthony Kim at -12, he gets a 765. He wins the round and he moves on. So Kim, who won last year's tournament, got into at least a wild card. If he had won a tournament, he's in. If he took second, he would get in through one of the wild card spots. But he wins this round, and Kim does his job. He does get in for real. Sergio second, Phil Mickelson, Ben Crenshaw, KJ Choi, Paul Casey. Macomber at 4 under par, but he's falling behind. Macomber does have the safety net, and he's in 8th place. That actually ruins Paul Casey. Red edge, steak, red edge. Well, Quigley's in trouble. Let's keep. And Anthony Kim leads Sergio Garcia, and they're both in. So it is Mickelson. Nice job by Litsky, 6 under par, but Phil Mickelson, minus 11, he's in. So Phil the Thrill gets one of the wild card spots. Yeah, so it's Kim, Sergio, and Phil Mickelson who will get in minus 11. He's at Litsky, Casey, Crenshaw. McCumber is 8th. He's holding on to that hope. He would actually supplant either Casey or Crenshaw. They would have to have a tiebreak to decide who would have to lose a spot to McCumber. So yeah, probably would be Paul Casey. I probably would have put Crenshaw in. All right, so next round. We know Kim's in. We know Garcia's in. We know Phil the Frill or Lefty is in as a wild card. Now the question on everyone's lips will be 3 spots for 7 golfers. Here we go. Tee off. Tee off, Jeffrey. And Anthony Kim. And Anthony Kim wins the tournament at 20 under par. Nice job by him, proving he deserves the title. Phil the Frill, Ben Crenshaw, and Bruce Litsky both are at 11 under par, and they're both in. Yep, Crenshaw and Litsky both sneak in, right? Yep. Yeah, so Anthony Kim is in. Mickelson. Crenshaw takes third. He ties Litsky, but because, well, there's 3 spots, they both get in. So Crenshaw, Litsky, and Sergio. Paul Casey at minus 8 is 6th. Troy, McCumber, Sindelar, and Quigley. I don't know how Brett Quigley took 2nd place in a tournament. But he did in May at Pebble Beach. So yeah, so Kim, Mickelson, Crenshaw, Litsky, Garcia, and Paul Casey. So Paul Casey thinks he's in because that is minus 8. So bad luck to Troy, McCumber, Sindelar, and Quigley. However, bad news for Paul Casey. He's like, yes, I'm in. Paul Casey gets in as a wild card. Bad luck, you don't. Guess why? Guess what? You don't. Because Paul Casey took 6, but Mark McCumber took 2 runner-up finishes in October and December. Because of that, he got the benefit of the doubt 7th and 8th place. So as long as he placed 7th for 8th, he could still sneak in for one of the wildcard spots. And unfortunately for Paul Casey, because he just snuck in over Sindelar by a stroke. McCumber's 8th place finish will get him in, and Paul Casey is screwed. That's just the way it goes. Litsky and Crenshaw. I think we have a split down the pit. Do we have a split again? We do. We have a 9-9 split. We do. Wow. Can you imagine how evenly placed? 3 of the 4 tours have 9 golfers from each of the decade represented in, whereas the earlies have 13 of 18. So wow. So yeah, 6. So I think the 3 tours, 80s, 2000s, 40s, 60s, and 70s, 90s, they all had 6 guys from each of the decades win, and then 3 wildcards from each. It was just set up that way. Paul Casey would have made it 10 guys for the 2000s and 8 for the 80s, but so we got ourselves things. So every decade brings 9 guys in, except for the earlies, who bring 13, and the 2010s who only bring 5. So that's what we'll do. Now the question. So now we'll set up the 72-man tournament and all that. So that's what we will do here. So we'll set up the tournament, but we actually do have some golf action for you tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The Al Red Sox Tour will be participating in a tournament of a what do we call it? A 4-round tournament to decide who gets one of the wildcard spots into a tour, but they'll have to wait. So that's what we'll do here. Yep. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll do the L Red Sox fan stuff Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then of course the Tournament of Champions Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll determine things. We'll have on Wednesday. We'll have the live adding show of the 72 golfers going to what call it? Going to the Tournament of Champions. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond to do.